She grew up in the city in a little subdivision. Her daddy wore a tie, her mama never fried a chicken. Ballet, straight A's, most likely to succeed. They bought her a car after graduation, sent her down south for some higher education, put her on a fast track to a law degree. Now she's coming home to visit, holding the hand of a wild-eyed boy with a farmer's tan. And she is riding in the middle of his pickup truck, blaring Charlie Daniels, yelling, turn it up. They raised her up a lady, but there's one thing they couldn't avoid. Ladies love country boys. You can train them, you can teach them right from wrong, but it's still gonna turn them on. And she goes riding in the middle of a pickup truck, blaring Hank Jr., yelling, turn it up. They raise her up a lady, but there's one thing they couldn't avoid. Ladies love country boys. So that's Ladies Love Country Boys in the key of D. And I'd like to show you the chords to the song. Key of D is right here, the third finger, and then the middle finger. Third finger goes on the second fret next to the bottom string. The second finger goes on the two top strings in the second fret with the pad of the finger, but not the knuckle. You have to raise the knuckle up like that, and that way you can play under it too. You can lift up this finger and play this open note. See, if I'm down too far like that, it'll vibrate. So I start the song like this with D, and then I hit this note with the third finger. So I start off by going da, 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 da. She grew up in the city in a little subdivision. Daddy wore a tie, mama never fried a chicken. Now we go to an F chord, which is the middle finger right here on the second fret, top string, and the index finger next to the bottom string, first fret. That's an easy transition too, because we already have this finger on that string. You just change the position of it. Ballet, straight A, then we go to G, most likely to succeed. So, and G is like this, middle finger on the second fret, bottom string, index finger next to the top string on the second fret, and the third finger completing a little triangle on the next to the bottom string on the third fret. 1, 2, 3. Most likely to succeed. Go back to D into that same riff. Then you go to the next verse, which is the same pretty much. They brought her a car. They bought her a car after graduation, sent her down south for some higher education. F again. Put her on the fast track. You could do a little bass. Put her on the fast track. Put her on the fast track to a law degree. And then on the G, you can also play. With the little finger, you can play the next to the top string on the 4th fret and the 5th fret. And that's also played with the thumb. So basically you're playing downstroke with the thumb and upstroke with the little finger, alternating. Put her F, put her on the fast track to a law G, degree, then D. Now she's coming, you go back to A, coming home to visit, holding the hand of a... We haven't done A yet, so I'm going to show you how to do that. It's the index finger on this next to the top string, first fret, and the middle finger on the top string in the second fret. Don't home to visit, holding the hand of a C, wild-eyed boy with a, and the C is the third finger here on the bottom string, 3rd fret. And I can also play with the index finger and the middle finger these strings. So put her on the fast track to a law degree. Now she's coming home to visit, holding the hand of a wild-eyed boy. Now you don't need to even do anything except wild-eyed boy with a farmer's tan. And back to G. And she's a-riding in the middle. So you go to a D in the middle. Then we're going to go to a D7th, which is raising this one up and just playing these 2 notes. Riding in the middle of a... Then we go to G, pickup truck. Back to D. Right, blaring, Charlie Daniels yelling, turn it up. They raised her up a lady. So you just keep repeating those 3 chords. Raised her up a lady, but there's one thing they couldn't avoid. Then you go to A, and then to C. Ladies love G country boys. Then the next verse goes the same, but I want to jump over to the little bridge. You can train them, A. You can try to teach them right from wrong, but it's still gonna turn them on. Turn them on. And she goes riding